Have you ever shared good news with someone and instead of feeling celebrated, you walked away feeling smaller? Like somehow, in the middle of your own win, you ended up explaining yourself, defending yourself, almost apologizing for being happy. Here's the part nobody tells you. That person probably never called you names. They probably never rolled their eyes. They smiled. They asked a question. And that's exactly why it worked. Because jealousy rarely looks like an attack. It looks like concern. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the 5 questions jealous people ask you every single time, disguised as curiosity, and exactly what to say back so they never shrink your joy again. Here's why this works on almost everyone, even smart, confident people. We're wired to explain ourselves when someone questions us. It's a social survival instinct. Thousands of years ago, being doubted by the group could get you cast out. So the second someone raises an eyebrow and asks a simple question, your brain treats it like a threat to your standing, not a harmless comment. And jealous people know this, even if they've never studied psychology a day in their life. They've learned through instinct that they don't need to insult you. They just need to plant one small question, and your own brain will do the rest, filling in the doubt, the guilt, the need to justify. That's the trap. It's not what they say, it's what your brain does after they say it. So why do these people do this in the first place? Psychologists call it social comparison. We constantly measure our progress against the people around us. It's normal, it's human, it happens to everyone. But for some people, watching someone else win doesn't inspire them. It threatens them. It forces them to confront their own stagnation. Confronting that feeling head-on is uncomfortable. So instead, the brain looks for a shortcut, a way to relieve that discomfort without doing any of the hard work of actual growth. That shortcut is shrinking you. If they can make your win look smaller, luckier, less impressive, then the gap between you and them feels smaller too. It costs them nothing, and it works almost instantly. That's why the delivery is always soft. A direct insult would expose them. A curious question doesn't. It lets them poke at your confidence while keeping their hands completely clean, because if you ever call it out, they'll say, "I was just asking." Once you understand that the softness is the strategy, you stop being confused by it. You start seeing it coming from a mile away. But here's the dangerous part. Knowing why they do it isn't enough. Most people still fall for it, every single time, because of one specific reaction they have in the moment. And if you don't fix this one thing, none of the psychology matters. Let me show you exactly what this looks like question by question and exactly what to say back. Question 1. How did you afford that? Picture this. You just bought something you worked hard for. New shoes, a new phone, something that made you genuinely happy. You're excited. You feel good about yourself. And then someone looks at it and says, "How did you afford that?" Notice what they didn't say. They didn't say congratulations. They didn't say you deserve it. They went straight for your wallet. Because the second you start explaining, "Oh, it was on sale. I've been saving forever," you've already made yourself smaller. You've apologized for being happy. Don't explain. Don't justify. Just smile and say, "I worked for it." Or, "I treat myself sometimes." Keep it short, keep it final. Your money is your business, and real friends never make you prove otherwise. Question 2. Are you sure that's a good idea? Picture this. You're excited about something big, a new job, a move, a decision you finally worked up the courage to make. You tell someone expecting a little excitement back. Instead, they tilt their head and say, "Are you sure that's a good idea?" And just like that, your excitement drops. Notice what they didn't ask. They didn't ask about your plan. They didn't ask how they could help. They went straight to doubt, wrapped in a worried voice, so it feels like concern instead of what it actually is. Don't debate it. Look them in the eye and say, "Yes, I'm sure, and I'm going for it." Or, "I've thought about it. This is what I want." Growth requires risk, and you can't let someone else's fear become your prison. Question 3. Who do you think you are? Picture this. You've been growing, speaking up more, setting boundaries, walking a little taller. And instead of someone noticing the change and being happy for you, they say, "Who do you think you are?" or "You changed." That question isn't about you. It's about them watching you outgrow the version of you they were comfortable with. They want you small, predictable, easy to keep around. Don't argue. Don't defend the fact that you've changed. Just say calmly, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Then keep moving. Real friends celebrate your growth. Jealous people just want the old you back. Question 4. Isn't that a little much? Picture this. You celebrating something. Maybe you dressed up. Maybe you posted a win online and someone says, "Isn't that a little much? Do you really need all that attention?" Ask yourself, too much for who? This has nothing to do with you being excessive. It's about your light being too bright for someone who's sitting in the dark about their own life. Smile big and say, "I'm just being myself," or "I'm happy and I won't apologize for that." You don't owe anyone a dimmer version of your joy. Question 5. Did someone help you with that? Picture this. You worked hard. You got the result. Maybe a promotion. Maybe a project you built from nothing. And instead of, "That's amazing," someone says, "Did someone help you with that?" They didn't say, "You're talented." They immediately looked for someone else to give the credit to, because giving it to you doesn't fit the small picture they've built of you in their head. Look them in the eye and say, "I did it myself." Or, "Thank you, I worked really hard on this." Own it fully. Don't hand your effort away just to make someone else comfortable. Notice the pattern across all 5: short, calm, no explanation attached. The moment you start explaining, you've handed them the exact reaction they were fishing for. Confidence doesn't defend itself. It just states the truth and moves on. Here's what I want you to remember. The next time someone asks you one of these 5 questions, pause for 1 second and ask yourself, is this person celebrating me or trying to stop me? Because that one question tells you everything. Supporters lift you up without needing you to explain your win. Jealous people question you without ever offering to help. Once you can see the difference, you'll never confuse the two again. Your wins are yours. Your joy is yours. Nobody gets to shrink that with a curious question again. If this gave you a tool you're going to actually use, comment "not falling for it" below. Let's fill the comments so everyone on Inner Thought 26 knows exactly what to say the next time it happens to them. And if you want more videos like this every week, real psychology, real scripts, no fluff, make sure you're subscribed to Inner Thought 26, because the next video might be the one that changes how you handle people for good.